Sir, how do we actually make this a reality? How do we do it?
I don't think you can be energy independent by 2020. I think if you take in the North America and call North America Energy Alliance and put Canada and Mexico with the United States, we provide the markets, they have resources, and of course we have a lot of resources too. But I think you can be energy independent, I sure do. Now, if you want to go the severe route that would change a lot of things in this country and use natural gas for transportation fuel beyond the heavy-duty trucks, you could get there quicker. But I don't think you can make it by 2020.
The real question here is, in order for this to become a reality, someone needs to show some leadership and take charge. Who is that?
Well, who's in charge of those questions in the government? I mean, here we have the Keystone Pipeline, and that is, I'm told, is a decision that will have to be made by the State Department, not by the Department of Energy. So I'm not sure who is in charge of energy in America.
Is that part of the problem, sir, that we don't have a comprehensive plan and one person really leading the effort, or one body leading the effort?
We've never had an energy plan for the United States. We're the only country in the world without an energy plan, and we use more energy than any other country in the world. It's time to have a plan, and that plan would be very simple. Get on your own resources, and we have the resources.
And in order to develop those resources, Jefferies banker Ralph Eads has suggested we need to invest $15 trillion in infrastructure. That's a staggering sum of money. How are we actually going to pay for that investment?
Well, I'd like to have dinner with Ralph and talk about this, and I probably will next time I'm in Houston. But the $15 trillion network, right now you're in relatively good shape to deliver natural gas to transportation market. You know, if you think about it, natural gas pipelines are up every street and down every alley. We're not talking about going to natural gas for your car and my car, and we're not talking about a filling station on every corner. You don't need that for heavy-duty trucks.
As you go to Washington, D.C., do you hear support from lawmakers?
They haven't done anything. No. Washington hadn't supported. Are they against it? I don't see them against it. I don't find that. I just find that they can never make a decision. But that's okay. It's going to happen anyway, and the reason it's going to happen is natural gas is about half the price of diesel. There are 8 million 18-wheelers in the United States. And if you had all of those, see, there are 250 million vehicles in the United States. So all I want is 8 million of them. If I have 8 million of them, I can cut, that's 3 million barrels of oil a day. I can cut 75% of what we purchase from OPEC.
And certainly that gets us much farther along the pike towards energy independence. Curious, as we look at some of your holdings over the past year, you've reduced stakes in Chesapeake, BP, and Kana, Cabot, Apache. You're a believer in nat gas, but not apparently in some of these natural gas stocks. Why is that?
It's not that we took profits in some of those in our portfolio and moved them over to other companies. That equity fund is only in energy companies. So we just moved it from maybe from those to others that we thought would move quicker.
Here's a question maybe you can help us sort out. We scratch our heads over this one. North Dakota has more oil potentially than Ecuador, which is a member of OPEC. OPEC's able to organize and get itself together, and yet, as you point out, we can't seem to do that in Washington. We don't have a policy. Why not?
Well, we just haven't had the leadership that's taken us in that direction, because you can go back to, clear back to President Nixon in I guess it was 70, that he said, elect me and we'll be energy independent. And every president since then, President Obama said when he got the nomination that elect me and in 10 years we will not import any oil from the Mideast. He's never mentioned that again, but most all of them have a statement similar to that elect me and we'll be energy independent. None of them have ever come up with an energy plan, either Democrat or Republican. So we are without a plan. The oil and gas industry in the United States is easily the most effective energy industry in the world is in the United States. But we're also, we stand very high as a industry as far as jobs, taxes, everything else. And so we have been, we've had a good industry that has taken care of this country.